Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to the Bars Open.
What's happening, everybody? I hope you're having a great night on this Wednesday. This sunny,
Finally
sunny South
November
Texas.
15th, Wednesday, November 15th. The Wednesday before, I think. No,
We've got a Wednesday show next week.
I know that outside.
We'll be on next week on Wednesday.
We will.
We will. Absolutely. I was thinking about dressing up as an Indian
No.
and having you dress up as a colonial person.
Probably not.
Why not?
Because I should be the Indian and you should be the colonial person.
Why? Because you're brown?
Uh-huh. And you're white.
Are you trying to assume
You're a wasp.
something?
You're a wasp.
I'm not a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
You're a
I'm fucking French Canadian.
white Anglo-Saxon.
No, I'm not. I don't even know what that means.
all white
What does
people-
that mean? Is that all white people or white Anglo-Saxons?
I think so. I think it means like European origin, or I don't know. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
making, is this
I just like to call you a wasp.
science, Beth? I pulled that back out. We've got finally
Oh, God, that was so loud.
next Friday,
Okay.
we'll have a drop of Baldy and the Big Guy. Baldy and the Big Guy, episode 1 coming out next Friday. That's Peter and I. Peter's debut, if you will.
Peter's podcast debut.
Podcast debut. Well, he's been on the podcast
Right.
a few times.
But your
But
podcast. Y'all
For
podcast.
our podcast, yeah. So it's fun.
It'll be a Baldy and the Big Guy
Baldy and the Big Guy podcast debut.
debut. Thank you. I couldn't think
What
of the
we're
word
gonna
debut.
have? He's already got it. He's already got it all planned out.
Okay.
He's like, we're gonna do this and this and this, and I'm like, let's go, bro.
Hey.
Let's do this.
You guys go.
Let's go. Cheers to all of you.
Cheers.
Reed,
cheers,
what's
cheers.
happening? You're awake on a Wednesday.
Hi,
I'm
Reed.
so proud of you. I love you, Reed. I miss you, brother. I hope we get to have another next week or next year, rather, another I guess it would be 4 years
Yeah, since the election.
since
party.
the election show. That'd be awesome. Get everybody back out to somewhere,
Yeah.
wherever we end up going, but get everybody out to go hang out. What's up, Andrea? How
My
are
friend.
you? And by
Hey,
the
so
way,
totally random question.
Yeah.
I need to ask her. Last Tuesday we were on her show and I told her her hair looked great. She told me what she did. She used a spray and then she used something to make her hair calm. Girl, I need you to message me what
just
that
throw
is.
it in the comments
Because
and
my
then
hair
Beth can take a picture.
cray lately.
It's a little misty around
No matter
here.
how straight it is, 10 minutes later, it's
Gorillas
no
in the
longer
mist
straight,
around here.
right?
Absolutely.
I need your hair secrets.
Oh, that's fun. I wish I had that problem.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
You have one long hair on your beard and it's silver.
Oh, it's
So yours.
attached?
Yeah, it's yours.
Oh.
But all I just keep seeing it because it keeps catching the light. There you go. You got it. You
I got
got it. Cutie boy.
CB said, love the look, Beth.
Oh, thanks.
She was like, I don't want to wash my hair.
Yeah. Well, I should say Greg didn't allow me to have time to wash my hair.
I asked you to get a couple fucking stories for tonight, which you did.
I did, but you also were like, you should go for your workout, go for your walk.
She was okay. So this is a thing that I think a lot of us can relate to. Absolutely, is she comes out. I'm in the garage doing my garage thing, finding stories, doing shit, whatever. She comes out, and I can immediately see the look on your face.
Uh-oh.
You've got
What's
like
my-
this kind of, what do you call it? Like like stress. It's a stress look.
Okay.
And you immediately, and this is not a negative thing,
No, I know.
immediately are like, blah, 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 about work, right? There was a reason Beth and I never drove together
Oh, no.
when we lived in Phoenix or here.
But we have very different, A, morning routines and B, afternoon routines.
But it was the drive home. I was like, I don't want to hear about work after I leave work.
No, you also said it was the drive too, because I was so like, you were like,
On the way to work.
Yeah.
No, that's on the way to work. I don't need
yeah,
anybody.
You didn't like,
I don't know how y'all are. Like Beth and I have worked together for 17 years now, right? Where we've been together for 17 years and worked for the same company, right? And you go, I have a different process that I go through.
yeah, yours
And
was,
my process
you
is
listen to
shut the
talk-
fuck up in the
you
morning.
listen to talk radio and I listen to thumping music.
Yeah. And hers is, you better fucking wake up, bitch.
Yeah. We got the day to conquer.
Right. And I'm not that guy. And in the evening, I'm like, oh, work stays there.
Yeah.
and you're like, I need to talk.
Well,
I need to talk about. So anyway,
it's not
a
any
bad
different
thing.
now then, is it?
Well, no. Aside from I can just like I'll give you a kiss and be like, I'm off to work, honey. And it's either upstairs or to the office, right? It's one or the other. But it's not a bad thing. It's a kind of it's an interesting thing.
So I just look stressed.
I saw stress on your face.
Okay.
Like it was just ruling your world. And we started talking about kind of the bullshit. Everybody's got bullshit at work. I mean, it's nothing.
Hoops.
Yeah, just bullshit you got to jump through. But where was I going with this fucking story?
Why my walk is important.
Why your walk? Thank you. Jesus Christ. I was like, where was I going with that? You said it yesterday, maybe it was like was it today? The cortisol release.
No, yesterday. Yeah.
It's like getting rid of that bullshit stress in your life. Go for a fucking walk.
Well, it also gets
30-minute walk.
Like that's what causes your belly flat belly fat, and all your bad stuff for your organs.
What I say to you, I was like, you're gonna feel better, huh?
Yeah.
And what happened?
I feel better.
Fucking goddamn smart sometimes.
But I didn't blame it on the walk. I said it could have been the music. I listen to great music when I work out.
It was a combination of both.
Probably because I was also
to you guys out there
dancing.
with stressed out wives, to the gents out there.
To the gents.
Tell your wife to go for a fucking walk.
Well,
be gentle about it. Don't be like, you need to go for a walk.
The gals could tell their guys, go take a walk. You're being an a-hole. Go walk it off.
It's all about how you position that.
What's missing over here?
A chair. There's a chair over there.
Oh, Kitty's like,
it's all about how you position that. Go for a walk, right? Because you don't want to get in a fist fight over it. Not that you would get in a fist fight with your significant other.
Some people.
What are you doing?
Cat. I'm not doing it. The cat's doing it.
But
I'm enticing.
You're enticing the cat.
Okay,
Cheers to you guys.
Kitty. Sorry.
Again, welcome to Bars Open. It is Wednesday. Wednesday.
20-minute walks. So here's the funny thing, Chris, is that's what Greg said, but
I was like, just get the fuck out of the house. Because she also works from home.
My iWatch is set for a 30-minute workout. So I told Greg today, either it's nothing happens or it's all 30 minutes because it drives me nuts when it sits there and it's at a 20 and that little green thing is not filling. And I'm like, and then it sends you stupid messages like,
you didn't do
one
enough.
Quick 10-minute walk.
You suck at life.
One quick 10-minute walk will help you meet your goal. And I'm like, go suck an egg. So it's either 0 or 30. But then today I was like, maybe I should increase it because like yesterday was the longest I'd gone yet.
You went for what, 2 miles, 2.5 miles?
It's
fucking rad.
Instead of 30 minutes, I went 40 minutes. And I was like, maybe I should increase the time. But then what did I say? But
then your circle's over.
No. I said, what happens is if I set it at 30 and I decide I want to go over, I've just kicked ass, right? But I set it at 40. All I did was just meet the goal.
Okay.
No, you're not getting it.
I don't understand. What am I supposed to not get?
If I set it for 30 and I actually go 40, I just kicked ass. Yeah. If I set it for 40 and I just go 40, I met expectations.
Well, you know what? Such is life, right? Because no matter what, at least that's only a fucking walk and it's not like actually having to do your job where they're like, it never ends. The bar always goes up, right? So at least we aren't nurses like Andrea.
Yeah.
Who's like, the bar is pretty fucking steep there, right? Like, well, I kind of saved him. Didn't save him. Met expectations.
But I got okay. Yep, you're not wrong.
That's not right. Like, it's not like our shit is not life and death. So to all of you guys out there.
Andrea and Reed is funny. Reed said, Greg, move to Florida beach town and walk the beach. And Andrea said, zip it. Reed, zip it. I told them to move to North Carolina coast. I mean, can't go wrong in either of those.
We got to wait till this housing market bullshit happens.
Yeah, seriously.
Because we've already talked about some shit.
Dude, I drove by the gas station talking about the BS. Gas is so cheap.
No, it's not. It's not cheap.
$2.69. Well, compared to
$2.55 at the old Exxon up the road.
The little one?
The bigger one.
Okay. Well, here's the problem. I look at that and I get so excited and then I pull in and I've got to use the 90 grade, which is still like over $3. So.
Yeah, you're 93. Yeah, the 93 octane.
But it's been good compared to what it has been. And what did I say to you?
Yeah.
What did I say to you? I go, it's coming up on election time. They're going to start lowering all this shit because so people, they think they can make people forget.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be like, oh, we're just going to dump a whole bunch of fucking petroleum into the system. Meh. If they die, they die.
Today.
We won't die. We've been to Florida once or twice or a million times. It's all good. You ready to jump into some stories, honey?
Let's do it.
Chicken or the pig?
Back.
Yeah, like a both.
Okay.
Like a.
That's
Okay.
right.
So my question is this to you.
Okay.
What's the line that you draw in the bedroom?
I'm sorry. I don't get how that relates to chicken and a pig.
I'm going to explain here in just like 1 second.
I'm not answering until I have a better understanding.
When you have pets,
Yeah.
like we've got 2 dogs.
Right.
Sometimes Lucy, the golden doodle girl, sleeps in the bed. Kind of doing it more often than not lately. I think she's figured out like, oh shit.
Well, Mickey was there the whole time Peter and Angela were gone. She's like, well,
not our Mickey. Peter and Angela's.
yeah, the dog we sat.
With the
she's probably double doodle. She's probably like, if she can do it, I can do it. So I think that's why she's doing it.
And then we have another dog just in the room. He sleeps under the bed
He sleeps wherever he
because
wants.
he's blind as shit.
He is blind.
Dean McDermott reveals how pet pig chicken ruined his sex life with Tori Spelling.
They're married.
They are going through a divorce.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
they have like 500 kids.
He's overcoming addiction,
Okay.
right? Newly sober actor Dean McDermott revealed Wednesday how a pet pig and a chicken ruined his sex life with Tori Spelling.
Okay. Interesting.
So that's what I'm getting at.
Well, so
Like,
remember,
is the chicken pecking his ball sack?
well, remember,
It could happen.
we couple times we'd be like starting to mess around and there's Bomber just staring at us. That you'd be like,
Jesus
pull that
Christ,
thigh and you would
dog.
kick the dog out because you're
And,
like,
and no, what would he do? He would sit at he would just stand at the end
no,
of the
he would
bed
look and just stare at you
and
like,
he would whine.
what
Remember,
are you doing
he
to
would
my
whine?
mom?
He would just whine and he would be like,
Ooh. Yeah.
And you're like,
But sometimes he didn't whine. Sometimes he just stared at you like, I'm watching you.
and I don't know if that's worse.
I don't know either. But you would be like, I'm going to kick the dog out. Hold on.
I don't know how like Indians did it. I guess the best way to
Like Native Americans?
yeah, Native
Okay.
Americans like in their huts, like their teepees.
They
Right?
close the door.
What was it called?
Little
Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
There was a scene
Well,
where
there
he's
was
banging
no-
his wife.
There's no privacy unless you're 100 yards apart. Nobody can do that.
I don't know.
because
McDermott admitted his alcoholism caused financial problems and constant paparazzi attention for the now divorced couple,
Oh, that's sad.
according to Daily Mail. He also said that the two were living like roommates by the time he hit rock bottom. He's just, he's a dick, but whatever. All Tori's ever done to this day is want me to be happy. I'm taking accountability for that today. So that's about that bullshit. However, McDermott doesn't regret their marriage. It was a dream come true. Blah, 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 blah. I got to get to the fucking chicken and the egg thing. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Oh, now they're not. I swear to God, they just edited this fucking article. It was here like 2
You didn't
minutes
read
ago.
it earlier.
No, I
you?
did. I absolutely did. Because I was like, what's this mean? It doesn't have it in here. They
What?
edited the fucking article.
Well, it should
swear
tell
to
you
God.
what time it was last updated. Look at the very top.
2:33 today,
So-
Eastern time.
2:30, which was
So it was
1:30.
like- The fuck? I found this afternoon.
Oh.
Nonetheless, if he's saying,
So what is he saying happened with the chig? The chig? That's a chicken and a pig. The chig.
it says, Tori Spelling telling how his violent alcoholic rages left his family petrified and how a pig and a chicken ruined their sex life. That's all it says.
Now that's it. And before
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, Tori Spelling and in the Spelling family, they got to the internet. The Spelling families, they're
no, they
brutal.
reached out to the person who published the
All right. So nonetheless, the original story that I read
right.
said that she wanted them in the bedroom, like pets. She wanted to have them in the bedroom like pets.
Okay, weirdo.
That's why I asked originally. I read the whole story. I did my due diligence on this one.
Wow. And
Doesn't
then
happen very often.
nope.
I normally just find a story and I'm like, that's going to be fun to read later. Right. But
So she wanted him in there.
yes, she wanted the pig
That's
and
weird.
the chicken in the fucking bedroom. What do you do with that?
No.
It's not a puppy. It's not a kitten.
No.
What are other animals you wouldn't want in your bedroom?
I don't want any animals in the bedroom while I'm...
Well, just period.
No.
Because it doesn't make for a very, like... I mean, granted, like, Lucy's laying in between us while we're sleeping. I'm not, like, getting up on you.
No, well, and
I'll be like, bitch, get out.
Here's the rule. I go to bed several hours before you. Don't touch me if I'm asleep.
There's that. That's week time. We're old.
Well,
weekdays.
I've been trying to go to bed at a decent hour instead of like 1 a.m. So like started off at 12. I'm down to like 11:30. You don't even come to the bedroom till 2 a.m. Mama don't play. I'm out. I'm asleep. Kind of like you.
Tuck in, you gotta.
Kind of like you at 2 a.m. like you are at 9 a.m.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where I'm like,
that's an absolutely
shut
morning
off
girl.
your light and be quiet and quit petting the dogs and close the door when you take your shower. I mean, that is exactly you.
And I do
in
all
the
of
morning.
those things, don't I?
You do.
Yeah, I'm well trained. I'm well trained.
You are.
I'm good with that. Animals that you wouldn't want to have in your room while you're having sex.
I don't want any animals in the room while I'm having sex.
Just name one.
Just an extra set of eyes just watching.
What about a parrot?
No, because then they can mimic the noises you make.
What would that sound
like?
Or
the dirty words. Tell daddy you like it. Not really.
Is that what you say?
No.
Like, we got that on audio for the rest of your life. Tell daddy you like it. Smack me, daddy. What?
What?
What else?
It would be smack it, daddy. No,
Bengal tiger, probably not.
None. I wouldn't want any animals.
What would, okay,
maybe
let's reverse.
Maybe a gerbil in a cage.
Why you gotta have a gerbil?
Okay, we'll make it a guinea pig. A guinea pig.
All of those little creatures
that cannot get out and wander.
I think there was an actor, a famous actor,
Richard Gere.
Put it. No, you don't have those anywhere near the bedroom.
Well, I'm not going to do weird things.
Those little ones are
them.
scarier than the big ones.
They're in a cage.
But they can get up your asshole. That's scary. Stupid. Scraping away. South Park actually made a whole goddamn episode about this. I'm telling you. Like, okay, so me, koala in the corner, on a tree, hugging it, sloth. No. Like, I can be done in 5 minutes. That bitch can't walk over there that quick. Right?
That can be done in 5 minutes. I mean, I feel like I got the short end of the stick on both of those.
Well, you know what I mean?
I got the sloth and the only 5 minutes. Come on.
Do sloths make, I don't think they make noises. It's not like a fucking macaw.
No damn gerbils, Andrea said. No damn gerbils.
See what I'm saying? How about
macaws and Amazon birds are smart, seriously.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want. Here's the thing. I don't need another set of eyes critiquing me.
I'm kind of thinking, what would you prefer to have if you had to have an animal?
A cat.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
They'll just lay in there. They'll mind their own business.
Judging the shit out of you.
Well, they do that all day anyway.
Bitch,
so.
I wouldn't do it that way.
Listen, does that hurt when you go in that position? I don't think
Have
you're
you
supposed
seen
to do
what
that.
Milo can do? His legs up and he's like, like cleaning himself up. I'm like, holy fuck, bro.
Yeah. I really, if I had to pick, it'd be a cat. I'd prefer nothing.
I mean,
Beth gets the best 2 minutes of Greg's life. Yes.
You know what? 2 minutes is 2 minutes. Dedication, time, and I have to persevere. Like, there's a sloth.
2 minutes is 2 minutes.
There's a sloth in the corner.
I gotta go.
Gotta
make
get
it
shit done. So there's this big thing coming out.
Yeah.
So you remember how Will Smith? All right, this is gonna get into some Will Smith conspiracy theory shit. So Will Smith
just
did it?
Oh, it snapped. It's good. It was just the tip.
I've got some more.
It was just the tip.
It was very sharp.
Yeah.
I told Peter it's very stabby. That was a very stabby one. That was probably one of the more stabby pencils. I just used the pencil sharpener on these.
He's got a pencil sharpener from 1975.
From my dad's Marine Corps office. Government issued.
Okay, so Will Smith.
All right, so evidently there's a bunch of shit going on, and TMZ's got 3 or 4 stories about it, but I just pulled the most recent one.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith's reps deny allegation he slept with male actor.
Who cares if he did?
Nope, don't care. I'm trying to find the part of it where it's like, remember his wife also came out and said, we're going to sue everyone.
Oh, after this?
Yeah, or slightly before this.
Because of these rumors.
Yeah, rumors. Right? So I don't know the answers. I'm just reporting the news. Will Smith's representatives are working double time to silence rumors that emerge, suggesting he had sex with another man.
Had a good choice. CB said a goldfish. Absolutely.
Why?
A goldfish.
Fish tank.
Fish.
Fish tank?
He said goldfish.
Like, what was the movie with...
little round one. Little goldfish.
Nah, because you need a bubbler in there. I don't want to have to fucking clean that water out all the time.
Listen,
because it's just like, be honest, I might put goldfish in the pool.
No.
They'll freeze.
Yeah, no.
All right, so anyway, Smith's former friend, brother Bilal claimed he walked in on Smith and fellow actor Dwayne Martin engaged in the anal sex. His version of events was aired during a recent interview with YouTuber Tasha K that is making its rounds on Twitter. There was a couch and Will was bent over.
Oh, so he was
the bottom.
He was the catcher.
He was the bottom. Yep.
He was catcher.
Catcher. Hey, I guess that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And Dwayne was standing up. This is going to be hard to say, hard to hear. Killing him, murdering him. It was murder in there. Bilal told Tasha K. That's rough.
Hey,
to say that about another. I mean,
going to town.
Bilal described the moment he alleges he saw Smith and Martin having sex, saying he was backstage at the time. He said people were looking for Smith and it was unusual for the actor to go missing. He told Tashke he searched the building and could see Smith's car, but the actor was nowhere to be found. This prompted him to look in other rooms, as he noted he was repping Martin at the time. I don't normally bring up stories like this, but I'm like, all of the bullshit that's gone on with those two. It's just
another chapter in the book that is Will and Jada Smith.
Right. So I'll leave it in all that bullshit. But it
is quite brave of him to say that, because they could sue him for several things. Defamation. Defamation. I was going to be defamation. Defamation.
But you go like, all right, dude, if that's your thing, hey, your son is...
I don't know why you would tell anybody that, though. That's nobody's business.
But if it comes up, it comes up.
No, you could say stuff like you've just seen him in some...
Compromising. Is that compromising? But it doesn't matter. Is that compromising? It doesn't matter. Like, hey, I saw him getting railed out by...
It's kind of compromising, because your private life is your private life, you know? But, I mean... Who cares? First of all, who cares? Whoever you
That's how I felt.
Whoever you want to screw.
But it's all over.
I know. That's the part
everything.
That's sad. But Jada may actually, for once.
Jada had a huge fucking.
She may actually for once be right.
I felt like I was just. I swear I said that like.
George Jefferson?
Well, no, Bill Cosby.
Oh,
huge. However he said it. Yeah. You remember how he's.
So she had a huge fit. Does she have a huge fit?
Yeah. So there was another picture of her like, we're suing. And she's on her phone.
Listen, here's the thing. I feel like they are swingers.
I think they got caught.
Probably do whatever the hell they
got
want
caught
with whoever they want. Or what is the other one? Or they have an open marriage and they can screw whoever they want whenever they want. So, I mean,
Jada's a piece of shit. I'm fairly certain.
I'm not a fan of hers. I don't know. She rubs me the wrong way. Like I know her personally.
Your little thing is still sticking out. Come on, honey.
Focusing on it. They can't see it.
You can see it. But nonetheless, don't mind her little hanger thingy. It just comes down to, it's like, hey, dude, come out of the closet, man.
I think it's kind of, well,
share everybody you're bisexual. Support your kids.
There you go.
Support your kids who are non-binary, trans.
His kids are non-binary?
One of them is.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I think it would support them. Why? He's not really, he's kind of past the point of being like a male, a dominant male.
I don't think so.
Action hero. I think he is.
I don't think so. I think he hasn't done anything in a while. How old is he?
He's like 74.
No, he's not. You're so full of shit. No. Will Smith, 74.
How old is Will Smith?
You got to say her name.
Willis Smith.
Her name, Siri.
55.
See,
I thought you were telling me to ask how old Will Smith was.
Siri.
I didn't have to.
Oh, you don't?
And then it said Patty Smith, 75. So, How old is Will Smith?
He's 55.
Yeah.
You think he's
it's okay? You can come out of the closet.
When Sylvester Stallone is still doing, what's the name of the series of movies?
There is no question.
Expendables.
There is no question if.
No, I think Will Smith is still. I just don't think he has what he did the Marvel one a couple years back with.
And it kind of bombed.
I haven't seen it. It's on TV.
There is nothing that Sylvester Stallone or most of those guys on the Expendables have done that haven't been like absolutely testosterone fucking driven.
Meg 2, I heard. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch it,
but it's still a guy fucking thing. It's like, oh, we're gonna go save the fucking chick. Whatever.
And maybe when Will Smith
is that his.
It is in his 70s. Then he'll go, all right, I'm gonna do some action figures. But
he's
now,
it's totally fine. I'm not
he's
saying
just big pimpin' going.
Big pimpin'.
That's totally not how it sounds.
That's not a Will Smith song.
No,
that's a Jay-Z song. Maybe
I don't know.
I think it's a Jay-Z song.
Might be. I know what song it is, but I don't know who sang it.
I'm just saying.
But she wouldn't be relevant without Will. Nope. Reed is completely 100% right.
Jada.
Yeah.
No, Jada attached that last name to her and fucking ate every bit of it up. The whole Red Table bullshit. Have you guys ever seen Red Table? Have you ever seen Red Table?
No.
She just completely emasculates the shit out of him.
I don't really watch anything with. The other day I watched.
No, you wouldn't.
I watched Scream 3. I think that might have been the last thing she was in. No, I'm kidding. She was in Girls Trip.
15 years ago.
Girls Trip, and that movie was kind of funny.
Okay, but was it funny because of her?
No.
Right.
It had Queen Latifah.
Andrea says, my thought, he should say, yeah, I did it. Jada told me years ago, no one would accept me that way, et cetera, et cetera. And then everyone would want to accept him, and everyone always will hate her.
Well, she just is doing anything to get publicity.
She's a publicity whore.
Saying she has alopecia. Okay, lady, if you have alopecia, your hair doesn't grow back. I have friends. I grew up with a kid that had it, and he was bald, no eyebrows, no eyelashes.
I think you nailed it last time, like a couple weeks ago. You're like, she burned her hair.
So she shaved her head.
She fried her hair, right?
Yes. Because she's always doing different colors.
You think it was because, that's what it was.
She bleached it too many times.
I was thinking like she was like straight ironing it.
She could have done that too, but she damaged her hair and shaved her head, is what I think. I don't think that.
I saw another thing. I saw it. There's an old, there's an old school. Go out and like do your little internet searches on this.
She was a she was, which I do. I want to see the trilogy because I've never seen any of them. So one of the weekends you go hunting, I'm watching all three.
There was a video from it. I don't know if this is true, but it looks old, and it looks like somebody. It could either be a recreation from an old, and to make it look like it was old.
Okay.
Of a dude walking up and slapping somebody on stage, and then they're like, "Hey, that whole Chris Rock, Will Smith thing was a act."
Well, that's what Chris Rock said. It was skidded at first, but I think he got a little aggressive. Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, is he a bottom?
I agree.
I wouldn't have expected him to be a bottom. I would have expected him to be a top.
I think he probably plays both.
But then again, it makes sense that he is a bottom because he's kind of a bitch with his wife.
But he may enjoy
no harm, no foul, and you can do you, bro.
I don't
just
care.
Come out and be supportive of your son and be like, I'm right there with you, kid. I just think
the guy who broke it is kind of an asshole. I don't know that you share that shit, and especially if it's a big podcast. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how big it is. I've never heard of it, but some people probably have. I just think if you're his friend, why would you share that? You're not really his friend.
I hate it when my cat walks by my mic and gets cat hair all over it. Goddamn cats. What's too old to be an escort? What do you think?
I think it depends on the person.
How old?
But maybe.
All right. So if you were going to hire an escort.
The oldest? 38? 40? I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
How old do you think is too old?
I don't know. I've never hired an escort.
I haven't either.
But if I were to, I know 70 years old wouldn't be.
Oh, gosh, no.
In my.
Not mine either.
Wheelhouse.
Nope.
Probably more than likely. Okay. What's max? Because you're going to hire Don Juan.
How old am I? Am I at my age now?
You can be any age. You can be 32. I mean, like you're now. I die tomorrow. They're like, I need to get laid.
Well, I'm not going to hire an escort. I can do that without having to spend money.
No, well, you're
nope,
like, I don't want a relationship because I'm trying to get over my husband, but I'm still horny.
Why do you think you have to have a relationship to have sex? What is this, 1920?
Well, because no matter what, dudes are going to want a relationship.
Not.
Especially you see a house, and you're like, oh, I got.
Not going to want to relate.
No. They're going to be like, this woman over here, her husband just died. Right?
Reason I'm still escorting.
Nice.
Go, boy, you go.
Her husband just died. I can move up in this house. I can start my own podcast. It'll be called
Life After Death.
Beth and Jeff.
Who the fuck is Jeff?
The saga continues. Something like that, right?
Stupid.
Something dumb. And then he just crayons out.
Just cross over your name and put like a piece of paper right over it.
Jeff. Yeah. Hey, Jeff, right? and then he gets to rail you all day long, and you're like, okay, and you're like, but I didn't ask for this. I just want.
No, here's what I'm gonna do.
I just need like 10 minutes of.
Anybody can try to put their hooks in somebody. All I'm gonna do is be like, bye, kick him out the door and lock it. Hello.
Shoot him. Just shoot him on his. Bury him in the backyard. No, bury him in the neighbor's yard.
Nah.
Just throw him over the fence.
I just don't think I'm going to have to hire an escort.
70-year-old
but
escort.
if I did, they would not be 70.
70-year-old escort reveals the most common fetish people come to her with. You ready?
Do they have a picture of her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't grab a picture of her though.
Andre said,
let me see your clicker. I didn't actually. I forgot to get the picture. 70 years old, and I just hit the fucking button on that goddamn thing.
On what?
Oh, on the ATEM. We'll see what happens. All right, so this is a picture of her.
What button did you hit?
The wrong button. Come on.
Oh, you broke it.
Oh, I hope I didn't.
Make sure everything's plugged in all the way.
Oh, it's all. Oh, you and your plugging in. Come on. Oh, this son of a bitch. Anyway, it's this little old lady.
Let me see.
Looks like that. I'll post it to the Instagram.
Wait, you covered it up.
Well, of course it did. Looks like that.
She's how old there?
70.
Nope, she wasn't. Nope.
This lady.
You can't see it.
God damn.
But she looks like Maud from
Of course I hit
Golden Girls. She looks like Maud from Golden Girls. She's got the same hair, just glasses while Maud didn't have glasses.
One more try.
I think CB said, I think it would be funny to watch a 70-year-old after 8 hard AFs.
Yeah, there's that.
Still not working.
Nope.
Give it up.
I gave it up.
Give up the good fight.
Anyway, give it up the give fight. I'll get it in there. I'll add a picture.
Do you want me to try to call it? Oh, but is that going to work?
No, I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. She's a little old lady. Imagine like, you know what? That lady looks, okay, what's the lady from the movie Legion? Where she crawls up
on the wall.
Okay, so you remember this scary movie where the lady crawls up the wall? Legion. And it's like what was that about? It was like the plagues.
It was the end of days.
She looks like the little old grandmother.
That's trying to take the baby that is the new savior.
And then she crawls up the fucking ceiling. She looks like that. Just imagine her.
I think she's quite that bad, but yes.
Okay. And I just fucked up and dropped my story. God damn it.
You need
70-year-old
put your fingers away.
Reveals most common fetish people come to her with. 70-year-old escort has revealed that same thing. Check out our interview. There's a whole interview. Along with the most frequent Caroline V, who charges 120 pounds per year. It's probably like, per hour. It's probably about $150 an hour. Also opened up about the weirdest requests she's received. And they're not for the faint of heart. She said, It's a toss-up. It is in between sucking a dog off and doing shit.
She said those were her. Wow. Grandma's got a mouth on her.
Jesus Christ. I hadn't read this one. That one took me a minute to
get
re-register. I was like, wait a minute. Did she just say what I think? And I read it right. Make your mind up, really. Which one do you think is the weirdest of those? Making a poo sandwich for someone and getting them to smear it all over their face when they're finished. She said, I've got one of those booked for next month. That's going to be fun. Coming up all the way from the Isle of Wight, Wight, Isle of Wight, just to eat my poo.
That is disgusting.
Caroline clarified that I didn't even want to say that out loud. You hear me go like,
It got really
got a little quiet.
Not going to happen, Reed said.
Caroline clarified that she would never suck a dog off, which is probably
but she'll let somebody eat her poop?
Nope, I don't know. She also said that she has clients as young as 20 and as old as 80. She also explained,
does she live in a town where she's the only girl?
She travels and they pay for it.
Oh Lord, I don't think
Jesus Christ, right? Nope. We probably need to have a researcher research some research on this.
Research this research.
Yeah, and make sure that this lad Bible.
It would probably be funny to watch their interview and like watch her face and somebody who is like.
Maybe we watch that interview together.
Somebody who's like can like, you know, there's these people that can read all your facial tics that can tell if you're like you
Good
look this
Lord.
way, you're lying.
She also explained one moment when a client asked her to fill up a large bottle of her own pee, proceeded to drink it as.
Oh, okay. Nope, can't do it. Let's not can't. Ugh.
She said that this was the first time I'd ever had to do anything like that. Water sports. She's 70 years old. She knows what water sports are. My grandmother.
What are water sports?
Got pissed at me when I dyed my hair when I had it like red.
I remember that. You
right?
told me about that.
And this grandma, who's the same age as my grandma at that time, is into fucking water. She's into peeing on people.
Oh, Lord.
Water sports. Good Lord, woman.
At 70, aren't you supposed to be like motherly?
No, she's ramping shit up. She's like, I'm fucking going all in.
Oh, I mean, you do you, I guess, but ew. There's some things that I'd be like, yep, I'm not doing that. Nope, I'm not making you a poop sandwich. You're going to have to make your own poop sandwich. Sorry.
Kind of shit, like how, I'm trying to figure this out.
And then how does she make it so that she times her poop when it needs to happen?
I don't think that's it. I think she's like births them and then, births the movement.
No.
And then their offerings.
Golden years.
I don't understand this whole fucking thing. You're 70 years old. She literally looks like a grandmother. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure she is a grandmother.
Oh, no, she probably doesn't.
No, you're not going to have kids. Is this going to be you once I die?
Good gravy, no.
You're going to be 86 and I'll be 80 when I die. Maybe 84. You'll be like 90.
No timing poop. No, this would definitely not be me. I'm not. That's not.
I can't do anything like that.
I can't. Nope.
No. Like you don't even like picking up dog poop.
Nope.
Quite honestly. You have to do it because it's
I have to do it.
Life.
But
you do it in a pan and then I go take care of it. I would occasionally
never. There's. I mean, to each their own. Again, to each their own. But 70. Come on.
Like
when do you stop being a dirty girl? At what age?
No, my question. God damn, we need to interview you. The question is this: when did she start doing all this?
Has she been doing it for
like her whole
years?
Life?
You know, does she start in her 20s?
She's 50 years of like just feeding people.
And then her, nope.
Okay, so is that the worst she's done? Because if she's 70, she's like, I'm tailoring it off. I'm slowing my freak.
I'm slowing my freak.
My freak flag's starting to come down a little bit. Like, what's the worst thing she's ever done?
I don't want to know.
That she's willing, because they're guaranteed there's shit that she's not.
I don't know. She sounds like she's pretty open.
God damn. We can always hope to have a grandmother like her.
Nope. I would not want a grandmother like her.
Why?
She'd be like, here's some rubbers. Have a good time tonight. Grandma, come on.
Hey, safe sex. I'm all about that.
Yeah, I am too, but I'm not for my grandmother handing me rubbers.
You're 38. She's handing you condoms as you leave. Like
she's
happy Halloween.
Condoms.
Just
she's
handing
like,
out Magnum condoms to like fucking 13-year-olds. You're like, what the fuck? Like, get home. Like
the only thing you could do for that on Instagram, I watched this girl. It's so stupid. Of course, it was like in the UK. She put a rubber on her head and like covered her nose. And when her mom came in, she's like, you always told me I could be anything I want. I'm a unicorn. And she proceeds to, with her nose, blow up and make the...
Yeah.
And I was like...
Well, it could also be a glove.
No, this wasn't a glove. You can't really make a unicorn
just
horn.
a single.
Yeah.
I got
you can make yourself a rooster with a glove, but not a unicorn.
Just try that out sometime.
First of all, would you put a condom on your
They
hair?
don't have to be lubricated. There's unlubricated ones, which I don't know why people would buy. Not that I bought one in about 18 years. Whatever.
There's probably so much new technology. You'd be like, I don't even know how to pick anymore.
Yeah. You guys practice safe sex, especially you, CB. Practice your safe sex.
You know what? I think sex at an old age is fantastic. I'm going to be an ageist and say, but I don't want to hear about it.
No, I don't want to hear about that stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it.
No, like, yeah. And
but you know what? It's not even ageist because I don't want to hear a 35-year-old talking about that either.
Why?
I don't want to hear a 35-year-old girl saying the weirdest thing I've ever had to do is make a poop sandwich.
No, those are just weird things. Like, that's just weird.
It's just gross.
Yeah.
Nobody should play with poop.
No.
It's not like Play-Doh.
It's unbecoming of a lady.
It's not even
or a
that.
man.
It's disgusting.
Or a she-man.
And you can get really sick. Get pink eye. Oh, Lord.
You get a sty,
like
pink eye. Like,
nope.
God damn it.
Look, you're making me anxious because I'm coloring around in circles now because I'm like, I can't.
Let's talk about a stinky funeral home.
Oh, okay.
This one's right up Andrea's alley because this is a true crime one. This is a kind of, it is, it's kind of
weird all the way around. Let me find it real quick. Hold on.
All right. So this scenario happens to be, it's in Colorado. I think.
Colorado. Yes. I believe it said 30 miles south of Colorado Springs.
So it's Pueblo, maybe?
No, it was a weird name I hadn't heard before, but I'd have to take these off.
It's in between Pueblo and Springs.
So Colorado funeral home owners arrested following the discovery of 190 decaying bodies. Ooh.
The fuck? How does that even happen?
It's the owners of the Colorado funeral home were arrested Wednesday after nearly 200 decaying corpses were found improperly stored at their facility.
Jesus.
So the owners, the Halford, were arrested on 4 felony charges, including abuse of a corpse, which is kind of weird that that's a crime.
Yeah, it's just like not taking care of it.
Money laundering and forgery. The pair were taken into custody and they each have a $2 million bond.
It's 190 dead people like just chilling in your garage.
Yes.
Or something.
So what happened was they got police. Let's see. So
that's gnarly.
So police first searched the funeral home roughly 30 miles south of Colorado Springs in town Penrose on October 3rd after receiving a report of I can't even say it, abhorrent.
Abhorrent. Yeah,
abhorrent
like terrible. Yeah.
Smell coming from the building. So people outside the building could smell it.
Okay.
They were found inside with horrific. What they found inside was horrific. Blah 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 blah. So here's the crazy thing. So the name of their funeral home is Return to Nature, and they offer green and natural burial services, which allows body to decompose underground without metal caskets or chemicals. So basically, it's just
they're just laying on the floor.
No, underground. They bury you though.
Oh, okay.
What they were doing with these bodies was nothing.
They were just. I'm sorry. That's what they were just laying out. Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah, gotcha.
So there is. So the practice is legal in Colorado Springs, which I think is weird. But the law requires bodies that are not embalmed to be refrigerated within 24 hours of death, so you don't start to ripen.
You don't swell up. You don't get all the.
So where the theft and fraud and money laundering,
they were probably just stealing all the money. And then, were they just burning like logs in the back?
So they were doing that, or they were probably giving.
Chris.
They said the ashes were probably like cement.
They were just like giving dust.
Yes.
Or powder or something.
But what I thought was weird.
How hard is it? I mean, you have to like fire up
that thing.
Whatever the fucking torch thing to get. It has to be like 3,000 degrees or some crazy shit to like cremate somebody. Crematorium.
Isn't it called like a
crematorium?
Yes, but there's a name for the actual fire thingy that I can't think of.
Kiln.
Thank you. I was like KKK.
But isn't kiln? What? Slow down with all those Ks.
But so here's where I thought was weird. Let's see if I can find it. So okay, so the remains discovered at Return to Nature were intended for natural burial, but he did note that they were not properly stored. Some relatives of those who remain were sent to the funeral home cremation, so those fake ashes. But they said A lot of those bodies had been returned to their families.
Return to sender? They return?
Yeah,
Would
I
they
was like-
fucking Amazon that shit back to them or something?
I guess they released the bodies to the family so they could take them to get.
Well, they have to at a certain point because then you send it to another crematorium.
Well, couldn't you
And then
just
they-
do that for the family without giving it back to the family?
What do you mean?
Where do you want me to send this?
No,
Maybe
that
that's what
means
they
they
did.
returned them to okay, so it's like I'm not gonna send it to your house. Meaning they're gonna send it to another crematorium.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, it just
110
shows up
of
on
the
your driveway?
individuals have been identified either through fingerprints or dental records.
Good Lord, that's fucked up.
25 bodies have been released back to their families.
Julia, what's going on?
So I just thought, I was reading that and I was like, oh my gosh, it's not like you don't even have to do anything but dig a damn hole.
No, you have to do more than that.
No,
nowadays.
because they're not embalming them.
Well, nowadays, I think.
Well, this place specifically, they're not embalming, and that's their whole thing. It's natural. They're going back to the earth from which they came.
Just putting a tree in them.
They're not even doing that. They just throw
I know,
dirt
you
over
could
them.
do something like that.
Or they should be putting them in there wasn't, I was like, how lazy do you have to be to not?
Oh, they were just greedy pieces of shit.
195. And if it stunk that bad that somebody outside the building complained, could you imagine when those cops walked in there?
195 dead bodies just chilling.
Tonight has been a lot of whoop noises.
It really
stories.
has. God damn it. Friday will be better. I promise you.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question.
What?
What is different? Take a look at this woman
Okay, hold on.
right there. What would you say was different about this woman? She's a beautiful woman.
Mhm.
What do you think? Just something that's different about her.
I needed to come on my mind.
This is a very interesting sci-fi case.
Something that's different about her?
Yeah, she's very natural, normal looking.
Her cheeks? I don't know.
Woman who has 2 vaginas describes the first time she realized she had 2 vaginas. This is on Lab Bible.
Why would I be able to tell that from this picture?
And you
weirdo?
can't. That's why I asked. I was expecting you to be like, is that a man? Or something like that.
I looked at her cheeks.
A woman with 2 vaginas describes the moment. I'd never heard of this.
I have not either.
So that's why I thought it was important.
Interesting.
This is a very science forward episode today, isn't it? Very sciencey.
Would that be intimidating as a man?
Let's talk. A woman with 2 vaginas described the moment when she realized she had
Colorado,
more than one.
Julia. Near Colorado Springs.
Evelyn Miller from Gold Dust, Australia, has a complete uterus. Has complete uterus. I can't say this word. Didaphilius. Maybe that's the way we say it.
Okay.
Meaning she has 2 completely independent reproductive systems.
So she's got 2 uteruses?
2 of everything. She got everything.
Wow.
Meaning she can get pregnant in 2 different.
So
of
her
both
parents
of
never told her
them.
that? Like she never masturbated as a child and was like, oh, I
Do you
feel
have
like
2
this
different
is so
clitorises?
different.
I don't know.
No, I feel like this
She
is
said there
so
were
different.
many scales
I learned in health class.
mutation of severities of mutation, and the condition she has is the most severe and the rarest form. So this is not science, Greg, reading this. This is
Lab Bible, so it could be for all we know.
No, this
why
is
that scientific?
real.
Why is that guess?
Evelyn explained that she has 2 completely separate vaginas.
Okay, you've said that
She
like
can
3
get-
times. You keep going with the story, bro.
She can get triple penetrated.
Oh yeah, no, quadruple.
Well, I'm saying like double is normally like B and A.
That's what I'm saying. Now she
But now she can get
VVB
VVBAM. But I was taking the M out.
Nope,
She's gotta
don't
be
take
able
it
to
out.
breathe.
You
If
can.
everything else is plugged up,
You can.
right? That means she can have sex with both of her vaginas and get pregnant with both of them.
So she could have twins without actually having twins.
She could have quadruplets.
Oh Lord.
She could have Spock babies. Because they 2 there and 2 there. God damn it. So she always knew that there was something really wrong with me when I was younger. Evelyn said the time before she didn't know exactly what was different. I got my period and tampons never worked for me. I used to remember telling my mom that they're not working. It's not working. Then sex felt really, really strange for me because you had 2 vaginas. All I'm saying is she's a beautiful woman.
Julia said that usually They only have 2 holes and don't actually have extra labia in other parts. But this one, they said, was one of the rarest.
All of it.
Like she's got, I wonder if like she ate her twin and the only thing that survived was her twin's vagina.
She's got a few teeth in there.
No, that's Stephen King. But
I think there's a name for that. There's a name for that. It's God damn it, what it's called?
Where you overtake the stronger overtakes the weaker.
Yeah.
But maybe that's why she doesn't have.
No, this one does have 2 uteruses.
At least that's what the article says.
Yeah, it's what the article says. She has 2 uteruses. She's got all of it. So again, an interesting story that I stumbled upon, and I was like, "What in the actual fuck is happening with science nowadays in biology?" Maybe this is because of the lack of women having children nowadays other women's bodies are starting to, they're like, we're just gonna procreate.
Yeah, but what if she doesn't? What if she doesn't want children? Then she just has 2 extra systems.
I don't know. Could she give one away?
No.
Could you sell that off on the black market?
I don't.
Probably make like $1 billion on
the baby or the uterus.
The whole system.
No, I don't think so.
She gives like you just.
I mean, it could be a transplant of the future, I suppose, but right now I don't think there's a way.
No, probably not. She went. I don't know. Yeah, she's a pretty girl.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Anyway,
that one's a weird one.
I'm just saying.
I need to. I think I'm gonna have to start looking at the stories. 70-year-old escort, double vaginaed woman.
I just find stories. That's all I do. It's all my job. I never have said that this podcast is about doing real fucking news.
Right.
I never wanted it to be that way. You can go out and fucking go to ABC, CNN, Fox. You can go do all that shit. This is the news.
CB said, I can see how busy Greg is at work.
Yeah. No, I do this. Dude, trust me. I do this at like 11 o'clock to like 1 o'clock in the morning every single night. And then Beth's always like, what are you doing your phone? I'm like, I'm finding shit to talk about.
I'm like, can you pay attention to the show we're watching? What just happened? Yeah, I'm like, nope.
I'm totally. Like, no, I'm looking at double vaginaed women. I'm not looking at them.
You're not looking at double vaginaed women. You're reading
a category on some sort of.
I don't think that there's enough probably double vaginaed women for that to be a porn category.
I get research time.
I haven't looked at porn in forever.
Go for it. Pull it up.
No, not right now.
Hit up Pornhub. Go ahead.
Not right now.
Why?
Because I like to do that in the privacy of my own room.
You're going to look up double vaginaed women?
No, I'm not.
Do it. I dare you.
I don't know that is something I need to experience.
I'm going to tell this next story and then we're going to go to Dumb Dad. Okay. So best boy, this dog. Okay. So this is going to be a very, very, this is
sweet and sad all at the same time.
Sweet and sad story. I read about this one earlier and I was like, I think I read about it yesterday. Last night I caught it
this afternoon.
I just got to find the story real quick. He's right around here somewhere. But it ultimately is about this little puppy.
What were the ones on Frasier?
Why can't I find? There it is. Okay, so this little puppy, amazing dog is what I'm calling him.
He's so cute.
Let me make him a little bit bigger.
I love the puppy.
Get to him. There he is. So he's a little guy. But he's a little what are those dogs? What are the dogs my dad had?
He's on Frasier too, and I can't think of them.
God damn it.
Somebody will know in the group.
Anyway, you guys can see the picture. So tragic hiker.
Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah. Tragic hiker's loyal dog lost half her body weight staying with his remains.
He's been lost since August.
A couple months. Yeah. So tragic Colorado hiker Richard Moore's loyal Jack Russell Terrier. There you go.
That's what I said.
I know. Wasted away to half her body weight when she stayed with her owner's remains for 10 weeks, 2.5 months.
What's that puppy?
Come on.
Yeah.
The loyal pup, Finney, was just 6 pounds when a hunter stumbled upon Moore's body in the San Juan Mountains on October 30th. The Linda Van Brighton of Taos Search and Rescue said Moore, 71, and Finney left on a rigorous climb of Blackhead Peak on August 19th, but never came back. A recovery crew.
A recovery crew.
Thank you.
Yep.
Recovery crew.
Yep.
Couldn't say that out loud. removed Moore's remains on October 31st, and Finney received a veterinary checkup before being returned to her owner's family. The coroner later determined that Moore, who was an experienced outdoorsman, succumbed to hyperthermia. It was so a human, and she still survived. It's amazing.
Well, because she's little too, and she's close to the ground.
Finney likely survived by hunting
that it's August. That's how cold it can get.
Yeah,
in the mountains.
Likely survived by hunting small animals and mice, and managing to avoid larger predators like coyotes, and bears, and mountain lions. Vin Brighton, who has trained dogs for 20 years, explained, Jack Russells are pretty fierce, and they are. My dad had
used to be hunting dogs,
several of them. Yeah, they're little mousers, and they're little rabbit dogs. Yeah, right. Kind of like a mini version of Mick.
Well, weren't they the ones that they would send in the hole so that they would come out the other end, the animal, whatever it was?
Jack Russells are pretty fierce, I have to say, and they're little tough dogs. So
they said it was really bittersweet. Like they were sorry that they were, that their father had passed away, but they were happy that they could
right with him,
that they could return the dog to the family so that they could have a piece of their dog. But it's so sweet. It's sweet and sad.
Yeah, it says if that dog could talk, it would be an amazing story. We probably could not even believe the story that the dog would tell. Finney's resilience will likely be a comfort to Moore's family as they navigate the grieving process. So again, it's a pretty amazing story.
Excuse me.
But the fact that they found this puppy that was still within
and here's the thing. So what the article I read is the hunter saw them, but they were still at a part where they couldn't really get to them. Oh, really? So the like rescue team dropped the woman and her dog that actually got them by helicopter. She went to them. I guess they got everything. And then
there may have been like an ice trail or like a snow trail that went up, which wouldn't be accessible during
right now
thawed season or something like that.
So she said she was grateful that her dog was there to help comfort the other dog, so maybe he wouldn't be so scared. Yeah. Like all that stuff going on.
Half its body weight. Yeah. It's pretty, again, sad and all that, but you know what? Like dogs are amazing.
Yeah.
Dogs are absolutely amazing. Not everybody loves them, but I love them.
Everybody should. They're the best thing in the world.
All right, let's talk about dumb dad. What's dumb dad?
Dude, seriously, like sometimes I wonder how you should have to pass a test sometimes to be a parent. I'm just saying.
Is that a thing? Should you guys have to pass a test?
So, man takes venomous snake home to show children, ends up in hospital.
Better than his kids end up in the hospital.
I mean, yes, but a man who found a snake while out hiking took it home to show his children, only to be rushed to the hospital after being bitten. The father from New South Wales, Australia.
Jesus Christ, everything kills you in Australia.
Exactly. Believed that the creature was a non-venomous diamond python when he picked it up and was promptly bitten on the hand.
And then he died.
He took the snake back home anyways, assuming the bite had been harmless. But he realized all was not well when he began vomiting violently and his hand became badly swollen, triggering an emergency visit to the hospital. It's really funny. So they kept him for about 6 hours. I'll show you a picture of the snake here in a second. But
no, you won't.
A nurse. So they contacted a snake expert, Ray McGibbon, who they sent a photo to, and he was able to tell him who it was. The snake, which injects neurotoxins into the bloodstream when they bite, can lead to incapacitation and in some cases death.
What kind of snake was it?
It's a broadhead. It defined it as a broad-headed snake. Let's see. Hold on. I don't know if that's the name of the snake. I don't know. It just says broad-headed snake.
Australia.
It is black with here. Let me show you the picture so you can.
No, you're good. I'll find it.
It's black with like white.
Yeah, I'll get one.
So, but yeah, he took the snake home so that he could show it to his children. Do you think his wife was like, what the actual F-bomb, man? Let's see. So I love to have this guy though. He said the hiker was happy for me to share his story for educational purposes, and hopefully people will take note and not follow the same mistake he did. So please, if you see a snake or any reptile in the wild, admire it in its own habitat, take photos and videos, but please do not try and capture it or take it home.
Snakes. Everything in Australia kills you.
I mean, have you ever thought, I want to take that, even if it's non-venomous, have you thought, I'm going to take that snake from this rock and take it home?
It's fucking dumb.
Kind of like that, yes.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll get a picture over here.
It is taking way too long.
Nah, it takes 2 seconds.
1001, 1002.
There we go. We're almost there. But you got to see what a broadhead snake looks like.
I mean, it looks mean. It doesn't look like it, but I suppose
snake.
all snake looks mean. All snakes look mean.
I guess.
Except unless they're a Walt Disney snake.
There we go.
So, yeah, that's what he looks like. Yeah, and they show his hand, and his hand is like probably twice its width. So
if you're in Australia and you see this thing,
they treated him. They kept him in the hospital for 6 hours.
Leave it on the ground.
They gave him not the anti-venom.
How do you not know that?
Kept him in the hospital for 6 hours and then sent him home.
Was he an Australian man or is he from the Americas?
No, it didn't say either.
He's probably like from Florida. And he was like, nah, I got this, mate. And then he starts using words like, good day.
In Australia.
And he's like, put a shrimp on the Barbie.
Give me a Foster's. Australian.
No, he's not even
here.
trying. He's like, give me a Foster's. He sounds very Southern, like a dickhead.
Cow. I just was like, honestly, sometimes people still astonish me with how
dumb they are.
Silly they can be. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be like, I'm going to go take a picture with that crocodile.
Right.
And Friday, I'll have a crocodile story for you because like a man bit a crocodile.
I can't wait to hear that one.
Not the other way around. He bit the crocodile. So Friday, tune in Friday night, 7 o'clock.
You forgot something, but I'll remind you in a minute. It's under entertainment, but I'll remind you.
No, we're not at entertainment yet.
I know.
Oh.
I just was looking over the notes and I was like,
what's your feel good for today?
So my feel good is a determined hound leads owner to a cat stuck down 100-foot mine shaft for 6 days.
Give it a shot. Let's see if we can get the thing connected.
Because they're super cute.
Sorry if I can't get the picture up right this second. I can always try and pull it up. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, there it is. All right.
So aren't they super cute?
I don't know why it just wasn't working on mine for a second. Yeah. Okay, so tell us a story.
So, a dog's key nose led a resident of Cornwall to mine shaft where 100 feet down, her cat Mowgli, Mowgli,
yes.
The Jungle Book.
Yep.
Was lost and alone for 6 days. The owner, Michelle Rose, told BBC she'd almost given up hope of finding her missing pet, but superstar Daisy, who is the dog, was persistent in getting Rose to follow her. Rose adopted both of them and another kitten last December and gradually introduced them, adopted Mowgli and another kitten named Balo last December and have been slowly introducing them to Daisy, who became the matriarchal and very protective of the kittens. So when Mowgli, I can't say it, went missing, it must have been hard on the pooch, so he was staring for her.
That's right. Good.
So he was looking for her, and then he just wouldn't stop until he finally got mom to go over there. So they found her. She's safe, and she's back home. And the dog, Daisy, is a hero. They're super cute.
It's amazing. Show the picture.
They actually show, I'm going to show this picture of them going down to rescue the cat.
Yeah. It's all about the cat.
Yeah, and the picture of the dog and the kitty are right there. Oh, so cute. It's a cute cat.
Super cute.
Mm-hmm.
My feel good is a little bit different.
Uh-oh.
So mine was, there was a, which you probably haven't heard of because, well, media doesn't really want you to hear about these types of stories. And I'm going to be kind of a condescending dickhead about it.
No.
There was a mass stabbing at Louisiana Tech. I think it was yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm just going to read you through a bunch of...
this is your feel good?
This is my feel good because there's a very specific reason for the feel good.
Okay.
But there was a mass stabbing.
Not feeling good so far.
It's going to feel good here in a second. Jacoby Johnson went on a mass stabbing spree yesterday in Louisiana. Black guy stabbed four white women coming out of the gym. Right? The reason I very specifically call that out is because the news isn't calling any of it out. It's not even on the news. You haven't seen shit about it. right?
It only makes the news if it's about guns.
If it was a white dude or somebody else doing that to somebody else, then they're going to absolutely say it. And that's not a racist fucking statement. It is absolutely media truth, right? It doesn't fit the fucking narrative. But the cool part about this story, he went on a mass stabbing spree. He attacked and stabbed 4 white women. 2 are in critical condition. These are the people. Third District Judge Cynthia Woodward, artist Annie Richardson, retired teacher Debbie Holloman, and tech graduate student Dominique McCain. This is freshman Colin Campbell, who was 18 years old. Colin heard screaming, so he ran to it. He found the women bleeding on the floor. He immediately drove.
They were all together?
They were coming out of the gym all at the same time. A class had just ended, like a workout class. He found the women bleeding on the floor. He immediately drove the women to the hospital and saved their lives. There's more to the story.
Oh, he's a cute kid.
Tech student who helped stabbing. Let me get to the part of it. Campbell, an 18-year-old freshman at Louisiana Tech, was driving back to his dorm from his 8 a.m. class when he turned into Lambright Instrumental Center parking lot when he heard what he thought were screams. This was the earliest we've ever gotten out of class, he said, which was quite fortunate, said Colin, when he exclusively spoke to Lincoln Parish Journal about his role in Monday's events. It was Monday, sorry. Today's Wednesday, Monday. He goes, I was on my way to my dorm room, actually. I was just going to hang out in my dorm room and get work done on some projects that were due around 12 o'clock. I pulled up into Lambright parking lot. Most days I listen to music while I'm driving back to my dorm. But today, of all days, I wasn't listening to anything. So with the music being off, I began hearing screams. I rolled down the window just to understand what I was hearing, if I was hearing it correctly, and I was, Campbell said. The screams were coming from Cynthia Woodward and Annie Richardson, 2 of the 4 stabbing victims from Monday morning's random attack of violence by 23-year-old tech student Jacoby Johnson. Johnson followed the women out of Lambright following the completion of their exercise class. He then attacked them and 2 other women with a knife outside of the east side doors of the facility. Although Woodward and Richardson got away from Johnson, the vicious attacks left 2 ladies in serious trouble and looking for immediate help in the parking lot. Enter Campbell. These 2 ladies came up to me and asked me if I could take them to the hospital, said Campbell. I saw red on one of their hands, and another one had what looked like a wadded up napkin pressed against her neck that was also red. I didn't want to assume it was blood, but when they got up close to me, I could clearly see that one of them had taken a blow around the windpipe or neck area, and the other one somewhere around the side of their head. I asked what had happened, and they said that there had been a stabbing. I saw both of them when they were injured, so I told them to get in, and I proceeded to drive them to the hospital, Campbell said. After helping the 2 women into his blue Ford F-150 truck, Campbell called 911. It was a chaotic situation for the tech cyber engineering major who was completing his first quarter of college. First quarter. I proceeded to call 911, said Campbell, whose blood-soaked truck was impounded by the police for a while on Monday as part of the investigation. I had no idea where the hospital was, so the lady in my passenger seat, this gets pretty serious, in my passenger seat is giving me directions to the hospital. I'm speaking to the 911 dispatcher, and then there's a little bot, and then giving them all of the information of what is going on and what is happening and what was happened and where I'm going and where I was at the current time. It's just
the what, where, when, why.
Yeah. Campbell said he believes he got connected to the 911 dispatcher around at the same time as truck passing. I don't know why this matters. Doghouse, Sports Girl. There was me speaking to the dispatcher. He said the lady in my passenger seat giving me directions to the hospital, and the lady in my backseat telling me it was getting harder to breathe and asked me if I could roll down the window, which I did. She eventually just collapsed and in the back back seat. Louisiana Tech Assistant Police Chief Bill Davis praised Campbell's heroic actions, saying that police are convinced his quick actions saved the lives.
Absolutely.
I think if the fact that he was willing to get involved and transport those women to the hospital, he recognized the urgency, said Davis. He stepped up and really did a wonderful thing. I think had he not, I'm not sure one of the women would have survived.
That's scary.
Because it would have taken too long for the ambulance to
get
arrive.
there. Yeah.
So again, these are the fucking times when you go, holy shit, there are heroes out there. This kid is 18 years old, first time going to college, first semester, first quarter, first all of it. And you go, like,
that's good.
There's a way to raise our kids.
I was just going to say his parents raised him well.
Yeah. Raise our kids, take care of each other, understand the risks. Yeah. Did he put himself potentially at risk, but did he do what was right?
I mean,
did he save 2 people's lives?
Absolutely.
100%. Right.
So on entertainment, you forgot to put the movie we watched on Sunday.
What was that?
I can't remember. Remember the guy was a assassin?
Oh, that movie sucked.
It's
on Netflix.
It's not. Okay. So it was good. So slow. And it's all like monologue. Like he never really opens his mouth as the character. It's all in his head.
It's like #1 on Netflix right now. And of course I can't remember anything. I mean, I remember the whole movie, but
it's the guy. He's Magneto on X-Men, like the young version. The killer.
You want to watch it?
It was different.
It's slow.
I don't think I think I'd probably rate it like a 3 or a 4 out of 10.
Maybe a 5.
Nope.
You were done with it, huh?
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, it was okay. It was, I don't know. It was entertaining, but it was so slow. And then just in the end, I was like, wait, that's so anticlimactic.
How about this one?
Which one?
Company willing to pay someone $2,000
I should be me because I probably already watched 5. I probably already watched 5.
Subscription box company is seeking a special Christmas movie Maven to pay. Go watch them. Go fucking sign up for this. Bloomsy Box said that the chosen candidate will also receive an ample supply of Ghirardelli hot cocoa, which is right up your goddamn alley.
Yeah.
I think you should petition. Go ahead. Tell them, let's record this. We'll send it off to them. Why should you watch 12 Hallmark movies? Go. 30 seconds.
Because I'm going to watch them whether I win $2,000 or not, because I love Hallmark Christmas movies. I've been getting my screen time. You know, they give you that every week, and it has gone down like 30% since I started watching Hallmark Christmas movies.
And why are Hallmark Christmas movies important to you?
Because it's all about
talking
love.
To the camera, honey.
So stupid. It's all about love. Is that better, Craig?
I'm trying to get you $2,000.
I don't get it that way. I have to sign up, and then they pull my name out of a freaking hat. Wonder how they verify you watch the 12 movies.
Probably through some sort of
probably have to buy them or something.
Anyway, go out and do that. Lastly, Elvis's big screen debut today. He came out with his first movie ever, Love Me Tender, in 1956.
Love me tender.
That's all we got tonight.
Love me sweet.
That's all the bullshit. All the stories. There's plenty of more. We've got a whole shit ton more that we can't ever get to.
The killer sucked, Boom said. Yeah, we were
sucked.
It wasn't what we thought it was going to be.
We really tried. I was hoping it was like
I kept waiting for it to get better and better, and him to actually have some interaction with somebody. The only interaction really came when he went after that dude with the pit bull.
It was boring.
And really, it was just the guy he killed talking.
I'm trying to be nice with a 5.
I really like that guy though too. That's what's so like. He's a great actor.
Y'all have a great night. We will be back on Friday.
Love you guys.
We'll have regular shows next week actually because Thanksgiving and it's on a Thursday.
Yes.
We'll have some other shit coming up pretty soon. I'll have some other shit coming up pretty soon. We'll have some Castro Files coming out.
Yep.
Another one coming out this Sunday. And then we're going to do another little fun thing that I've told Beth about right before we went on air. So that'll be fun too. But cheers. If we don't see you before next Thursday.
If you're not with us next Wednesday,
traveling,
have a very happy Thanksgiving. And I hope all you guys get to spend some time with friends and family.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll catch you all next time.
Yes, cheers. Andrea, we're up.
Oh. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do another one.
Love you guys. Have a great rest
check out Andrea's show.
Yes.
Andrea Up Late out on YouTube.
Yes.
The funnest, craziest crime shows you've ever heard.
Now feed me, Maurice. I'm starving.
Cheers.
Welcome to the Bars Open with Beth and Greg.